So, resuming from Harinamamrta Vyakaranam, Akhyat Prakaranam, Vadi Atma Pada Prakriya. So, we were doing this Kami Dhatu. Whoa, it's 1st of May. Ashas Vridita Udhavasya Vamana. The Udhava of any Dhatu, except for Shasu Dhatu and Dhatus that have the indicator letter Hri, becomes Vamana when Ni, which is followed by Ang, follows. We'll do the application also. So if there is any dhatu except for shasu and dhatus having Hri Rama as indicator letter, so their Uddhava becomes Vamana when Ni is following, when Ni which is followed by Ang follows. So we'll do it. Basically, there was one sutra before. Ni Shri Dru Sru Kamibhyang Bhutesha Kartari. That in Bhutesha Kartari Prayoga, for example, like we are doing Kam Yukta Ning. So this Ning is equal to Ni. So it becomes Kami, right? So we can keep it separate still. And Dip. Sorry. Ta will be there. So this is Bhutesha Pratyaya and in Kartari Prayoga. So according to that sutra, Ni Shri Drusuru Kamibhyang Bhutesha Kartari. After this Ni, we apply Ang. Ang. So now this is the Dhatu, Kam, which has Ni, which is followed by Ang following. So in such situation, what happens? Ashas Pradita Uddhavasya Vamana. The Uddhava becomes Vamana. So it becomes Akam, then this Ni, then this Ang and Ta. Okay. The A became A. Now Laghu Yukta, these coming 3-4 sutras are very important and they will also be employed in ahead, like in Niyanta section and all, even in Sananta section. So Laghu Yukta Dhatvakshara Parasya Narasya Sannimitta Karyam. If the Nara is followed by a syllable belonging to Dhatu, and if that syllable has a Laghu, then when Ni, which is followed by Ang follows, the Nara undergoes the same change that happens when San follows. Okay, quite technical. We'll understand this. So if the Nara is followed by a syllable belonging to Dhatu, okay, Dhatur Dirachanam Adhokshaja Sannang Yangshu. Now, Dhatur Dirachanam Adhokshaja Sannang Yangshu. When Ang is following, then also we do the reduplication of Dhatu because Ang is also one of the Paranimittas. So we do reduplication of Ka. So like this. Okay, we did this reduplication here. I hope you understood. We don't reduplicate the A. We reduplicate the part of Dhatu. So We did the reduplication. Now the sutra 451 says that if we have a nara, like here we have this naraka, which is followed by a letter, a Vishnu jana of the Narayana, of the main dhatu, which is next to a Vamana akshara, a Laghu akshara. So if the nara is followed by a syllable belonging to the dhatu, and if that syllable has a Laghu, so like in this case we have ka and then a Laghu, a Rama following, then when ni, which is followed by ang, follows. So now here we have ni, which is followed by ang following. So the nara undergoes the same change that happens when sun follows. So in such situation, the nara will take some change. And that change will happen as if sun is following. Sun is one of the pratyayas which comes ahead. So what is that change? Comes in the next sutra. Okay, I hope you understood this. So basically, you will have to go through these sutras 2-3 more times to get a better understanding. In first go, it really doesn't come much, to be frank. But still, we're trying.
We don't know what happens when sun follows.
Yeah, so it's coming up. It's coming up, the next sutra. So Nara Ramasya Ramaha Sani. The Arama of Nara changes to Irama when sun follows. Now, actually, sun is not following here, but by this Sutra 451, the Vishaya is as if the sun is there. The sun is actually not there, but it is imposed, or it is believed that sun is there on the basis of 451 Sutra. So when sun is following here, according to 451, the Arama of Nara changes to Vamana E. So it becomes okay. This Arama became E, Vamana E. Okay. Then Tatparasya Narasya Laghos Trivikramaha. Now the Laghu of a Nara, in this case the Vamana E Rama, we just changed A into E, but that E is also Laghu, Vamana. It becomes Trivikrama. When does it become Trivikrama? When Ni, which is followed by Ang, follows. So here we have Ni and followed by Ang. If the Laghu is followed by a syllable belonging to Dhatu, and if that syllable itself has a Laghu. So now here, this E will become Trivikrama. And the requirement is that it should followed by the letter, a Vishnu Jana of the Dhatu, which is itself, which has a Vamana Akshara. So here it has a Vamana Akshara. And then it is followed by Ni plus Ang. So everything is fulfilled here. So that becomes Trivikrama. And then this ka changes to cha, ka vargah narasya cha vargah. And then we delete this ni. So this ni is deleted by the sutra we studied yesterday. Ner haro anidadav ram dhatuke. That the ni gets deleted when we have a ram dhatuka pratyay following, which doesn't begin with it. So ang is a ram dhatuka pratyay, so we delete ni. So what we get is finally achi kamata. Achi kamata. Wow. When I did it first time, I was bewildered. Achi kamata. Now please try to do it again on your own. Yeah. So first kam yukt nin, make a dhatu. You look it here and you do it yourself again, please. Try to study the sutras then once we have studied today, and the translations thoroughly.
So you want us to do this now?
Yeah.
Or for homework? Oh, okay, now.
Yeah. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 7, Text 4. Bhakti yogena manasi samyak pranihite male apashyat purusham purnam mayam cha tadapashrayam. We have done this form apashyat. So this is drashir prekshane dhatu, and we have done this form. Bhakti yogena prabala bhakti bhavena amale sunirmale manasi chitte सम्यक प्रणिहिते निश्चले व्यासः पूर्णं सर्वशक्ति समन्वितं पूर्वम इति वा पाठः पुरुषम ईश्वरम तदपाश्रयम I believe तदपाश्रयाम okay अपकर्षेण तदधीनाम मायां च बहिरंगाम शक्तिं च अपश्यत अवलोकितवान्. So Srila Vyasadeva, he was seated meditating in his ashrama called Shamya Prasa, which was situated on the banks, on the north, southeast, western bank of holy river Saraswati. So, such Vyasadeva, he beheld the external potency, Bahiranga Shakti, first of all, he saw the Lord himself, the controller, the Supreme Lord, along with his external energy, the energy which depends on him, which has taken shelter of him, Tadapashrayam. And the Lord which he saw was Purnam. He is Sarva Shakti Samanvitam. He is completely powerful or completely Shaktiman. He is full of potencies. He is full of all potencies. Sarva Shakti Samanvitam. Such and so Vyasadeva saw such Lord along with his Maya, external energy, and he saw it with the potency of devotion, bhakti yogena, prabala bhakti bhavena. Through a strong potency of devotion, he saw the Lord along with the energy. Where did he see? In his consciousness, in his mind, which was purified, sunirmala, without contamination, uncontaminated. And such that mind was samyak pranihite, that was completely fixed, nischala, not wavering, fixed. Iti artha. Some versions that instead of purnam, it is purvam. Purvam iti va patha in some other editions of Bhagavatam. Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam triguణात्मकं परोपि मनुते नर्थम तत्कृतं चाभिपद्यते. Yaya Mayaya सम्मोहितः स्वरूपावरणेन विक्षिप्तः जीवः परः अपि गुणत्रया, what is that? गुणत्रयादि व्यतिरिक्तोऽपि आत्मानं स्वं त्रिगुणात्मकं त्रिगुणयुक्तं मनुते जानाति तत्कृतं त्रिगुणत्व अभिमानकृतम् अनर्थं च कर्तृत्वादिं च प्राप्नोति. Okay, so now Sutta Goswami is explaining that how I mean, Vyasadeva also saw that by the influence of the external potency, Maya, the living entity gets bewildered because the potency covers Swarupa, the Swarup of the Jiva. It actually doesn't influence the Swarupa, but it covers. Just like clouds cannot affect the influence of, to the sun, but it just covers. Actually, clouds can't exist in front of sun. I mean, sun is very big and the potency of sun is, so there is no comparison actually. So similarly, the internal, like Jiva is internal potency, part of, and that's external. So external potency cannot actually harm, let's say, or affect the Jiva. It just covers the consciousness, the right, understanding. So Swarupa. So that living entity, even though he's paraha, he's beyond the three modes or the influence of the three modes. Gunatraya adi vyatiriktha api. Even though he's beyond the effects of the three modes of nature, but still bewildered by Maya, he understands himself, Atmanam Swam, to be in relation with the three modes, Triguna Yuktam. And based on that, Tatkritam Trigunatva Abhimana Kritam. And based on that, he has different understandings, or Abhimana could be like, understandings, or so because he understands himself, in relation, he sees himself in relation with the three modes. So based on that, he understands. So the influence of the modes result into various things. Like one starts accepting himself, understand himself like a karta, doer of an activity, or so many understandings comes like comes out. So first of all, the Jiva understands himself Trigunatmakam, Trigunayuktam, and based on that, he the anarthas, the impurities coming from the three gunas also comes to the Jiva. He also attains to such impurities based on coming forth from the three modes. So Trigunatva Abhimana Kritam Kartrittvadi cha Prapnoti. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we'll stop here and we'll resume on next Saturday. So yes, this is, I don't know, in India, it's super duper